Good day, peoply people of YouTube. My trusty sonic Strat at the ready. I've basically managed to effectively turn the Flashback into a mini multi-effects unit. Well, two effects. One knob for one effect, one knob for the other, and that includes presets. So I've got effectively 4 different delay presets and 2 separate modulation effects. In fact, I may just have a pedal board full of Flashback delays, about 6 of them, with all these different things programmed in. So the settings are below in the description. Important delay stuff is all on one knob. The effects level remains up maximum all the time, so I don't have to think about it. At sound check, if I deem the delay to generally be too loud overall, then I can just back it off. So what I've done is I downloaded the latest version of the Toneprint editor. It works on the iPhone, and it means you can actually edit Toneprints on the iPhone now, and it looks just the same as it does here on the screen. Which also means if you have the right cable, which I don't have at the moment, you can connect your iPhone to the pedal and transfer the Toneprint to the pedal, edit it, transfer it. So that means that at sound check or in between sets, without a computer, you can change your Toneprints. So the last video I posted was to demonstrate this Toneprint here that I created, Rob's Dynamic, I call it. I thought, why can't I control everything from just one knob? So I put delay time, feedback and output level on the delay. You can see these 2 bits of white paper that I've stuck down here to mark about 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. I've lined up these to be exactly the same as the position on the mapping graph on the Toneprint editor that you actually assign the spot values to. When I turn this knob to line up with the mark, I know that I'm exactly where I set my particular value for that preset. And it's that dynamic delay. This is playing soft. The delay doesn't overpower the dry signal. The softer I play, the more the delay is prominent. With a big sound, preset 4 is not much different, it's just a little bit quieter and a little bit faster, but this is one I use for my solos normally. It's not a long enough time to cause tempo issues, so it doesn't sound out of time. Here's the slap, then playing the solo, it goes from prominent to less prominent. Something like that. And this one, well, by itself, it doesn't really do much. It's 0 milliseconds, but that's okay because I have a purpose for it. And on the feedback, I thought, well, I might as well put something on there. I put modulation speed, modulation depth, and modulation mix. Now, the type of modulation I chose was the vibrato. So when the feedback's set in the middle somewhere, between 10 and 2 o'clock, it just sounds like a chorus. And when it's all the way over, I've got a rotating speaker. I've basically got a fast and a slow Vibratone sound. This is my first modulation preset. I've just got 2, slow and fast. So here's the slow. becomes less prominent on the slower delays, but you can hear it creeping in now. And then this is where the fun starts. So now it's just a modulation pedal effectively, or as I like to think of it, it's a Fender Vibratone on the slow setting. Anyway, the cool trick with this is that we're running on the dynamic delay model. So even when the delay's on 0, it's still on. So what happens? The dynamic element of the delay is still active. So your delayed signal is being damped depending on the level of your dry signal. And this is where the fun really begins. Dirty sound. With a big sound. So that I like that. Although it's not usable all the time, but it sounds great. Now the other settings are similar. And a bit faster again. If you listen closely, you just hear the bend on the repeat of the note. And this is the best one of the lot, because this is where, let me just show you what it sounds like. Does this sound familiar? So what is a really, really cool effect here is that I can be playing some rhythm and the effect isn't really apparent because it's being damped, it's being ducked down. But then whenever there's any sustain on the notes from holding a chord or the end of a song, you hear this vibrato fade in, and it's almost like there's a Hammond player joining in. So that's my new favourite tone print that I'm getting really into at the moment. It's actually making me use the pedal a lot more now, especially with the modulation and the delay all the way down, because it is almost like having another instrument in the mix. It's really, really cool. So I love this. I'll put the settings in the description. I've blabbed on about this enough, and thanks for watching.